Hello everybody, this is Yoshi here, and today let's talk about Tiny Toon Adventures 2 on the NES. Or more specifically, let's talk about why I won't be doing an LP of this game on my channel. I believe I mentioned it before in my LP of the first game on NES, but I figured, why tell you why I'm not going to do it when I can just show you why I'm not doing it instead. So as you can see, the plot is that some of the Tiny Toons are at an amusement park, or invited to an amusement park in Wackyland. And what they don't know is that it's run by Montana Max. You know, I get that it says it's a secret admirer and everything, but doesn't this sound like a trap at all? But anyways, there are three main reasons why I'm choosing not to do this game on my channel. And reason one is going to be, it's a minigame collection, not a platformer. As you can see right now, I'm playing the roller coaster minigame with Babs, and that's one thing I gotta give the game credit for. There's more playable characters. You gotta love that, but it's just a shame that it's a pretty dull game. All you want to do is avoid the obstacles and enemies by jumping on the platform or rotating it around or ducking under certain things. It's a memorization game basically, and I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of these types of games, unless it's Punch-Out or something like that. You know, I'd rather play a Tiny Toons version of Punch-Out than this. Although that would be really weird, wouldn't it? So the River Log game isn't much better, unfortunately. I mean, granted, it is better in my opinion, but not by much. Basically, all you want to do is guide Furball around without getting hit, and it's a lot more simple and fun than the roller coaster game, but no, it's still not very fun in my opinion. And that brings me to reason number two. This game just isn't that fun. Honestly, recording this game footage for me was a chore, and I hope this is the last time I ever have to force myself to touch this game, because it's just so boring compared to the original. The sad part is, there is fun to be had in this game, but the problem is getting to it. In order to reach the final boss, and yes, there is indeed a final boss despite the fact that it's a minigame collection, you have to beat all four of the main minigames or collect 50 tickets, and I'm sorry, but I don't have the time or patience for that, or the skill for that matter. I'd much rather play Tiny Toon Adventures 1 again, or just about any of the other Tiny Toon Adventures games. Now then, let's discuss Hampton's game, which in my opinion is the best in the game. All you do is go right and bash all the enemies in your way with his belly flop. Simple as it is, I gotta admit, it's actually pretty fun. I wish this was the whole game instead. If this was basically Tiny Toon Adventures 2 on NES, then I would have LP'd this a long time ago. Now, reason 3 is probably pretty obvious just from the gameplay footage alone. I'm pretty bad at these minigames, you know, that's all there is to it. I'm sure if I play a lot more often and practice a bit more, I'd be actually decent and could get through these. But the simple truth is, why would I do that if I don't like the game, you know? And truthfully, I don't think the commentary would come out too good on this game, so it's just one of those things I think would be kind of boring to do and kind of boring for you guys to watch, so that's just another one of the reasons why I'm not LPing this game. So lastly, there's Plucky's bumper cars, and it's okay. It's better than the roller coaster and log ride, but it's still nothing to write home about. All you want to do is knock the rats into the hole and you win. So, I suck at these games, okay? But with the power of save states, I am able to beat all four games and enter the fun house so I can show you guys what's in there. And guess what I found? A horrible maze level. Great. I just love those, don't you know? I love trying to guess where I'm supposed to go. I love wasting so much time because everything looks the same. I just love it so much. This is not sarcasm at all. I'm totally in love with this. Honestly though, if this was better designed and this was the main game and not those boring minigames, honestly, this game could have been even better than the original. Like, I'm actually serious. You know, playing as Buster this way is just so much fun. You know, I love his little flip kick attack, and yet at the same time you can still run with the B button, so I like that. That's awesome. And, you know, like I said, this was the main attraction. They just made more levels like this, only, you know, not maze-like. This would actually be really fun. But instead, it's just a cruel reminder of what it could have been instead. Just like Hampton's minigame. Ugh. So the last thing to talk about is the final boss fight with Montana Max, and honestly, I'm a bit mixed about it. I do like the setup. Buster having to take on Monty alone in his airship while he tosses bombs at him, that's an awesome setting. The boss itself, however, is kind of... All you do is flip kick the bombs back at him, which mind you, isn't hard, but one problem I did encounter is that if a bomb is in front of you, then Buster just kind of stops in his tracks. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe it's an emulation glitch or something. But once you hit him 5 times, the game is over. And you know what's really weird now that I think about it? This game is called Tiny Toon Adventures 2 Trouble in Wackyland. Yet there's no appearance of Go-Go Dodo except for in the credits. Like, seriously? I thought the whole thing behind him was that he was the wackiest guy in Wackyland, and he doesn't even make an appearance in the actual game, just the credits? I don't get it. So yeah, folks, that's Tiny Toon Adventures 2 Trouble in Wackyland on the NES, and that is why I won't be doing an LP of it. Now, if I ever choose to replay this game again for whatever reason and somehow get good enough at the minigames that I don't need save states in order to beat them or anything like that, I may do an LP, but don't bet on it because, like I said, I don't like the minigames that much. With the exception of Hampton, they are all below average in my opinion. It's just not really worth doing a full LP in my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean I won't do other Tiny Toon Adventures games, mind you, but certainly this one I have no interest in, and I don't plan on playing this one again anytime soon. So I apologize if you want to see me do a full LP of this game, but I just can't convince myself to do it. But anyways, folks, that's all I got for you this time, so thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Later.